Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Wanna cover everything related to Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales as we have gotten the big PC info drop and the price point, which I shouldn't be surprised, and I'm not surprised. I mean, it's exactly what I expected given that Sony wants that dollar when it comes to PC gamers buying their titles, but nonetheless, it's not $60, don't worry about that. It's not $70, don't worry about that either, but it will be a premium price point. Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales will be dropping on November the 18th, and that means, man, this fall just gets even crazier as far as our spending budget when it comes to PC titles. It will be coming to Steam and the Epic Game Store on November the 18th. Publishers Sony Interactive Entertainment and developers Insomniac Games and Nixxes Software, of course, the premier porting studio that Sony had acquired. And again, the game will be coming November 18th. Pre-orders include unlocks of the Trek and Into the Spider-Verse suits, Gravity Well Gadget, and 3 skill points. The pre-purchase is live right now over on Steam for, you guessed it, $49.99. Now, this was the launch price point on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. It was $49.99 on PS4 as well. Yeah, it was. So it was one of those cheaper titles where it did come out at $50 instead of $60 or $70 because Miles Morales was a smaller game. What Sony did is they did the Miles Morales Ultimate Edition, which was a launch title for PlayStation 5. That includes Spider-Man Miles Morales and Spider-Man Remastered, and that was $70. That's why it's a little bit unfortunate how they're handling it on PC. It would have been really cool if we got that Ultimate Edition on PC where you got Spider-Man as well as Miles Morales for $70. Yes, I get it. It would absolutely, when you're talking about that price differential, that at that point, that would have definitely been Sony leaving money on the table. I get that. But yeah, like I'm talking about from a consumer standpoint, it would have been nice not spending $110 on these games. Although, hopefully, some of our good e-tailer friends will have these games a little bit cheaper. Spider-Man has already been available as low as like $44, and Miles Morales I'm sure will be available for like $42 even by launch day. So November 18th, you're gonna be getting some in-game content as far as pre-orders are concerned, and you guys know the deal with the game. It's a standalone expansion to Spider-Man. Play Spider-Man Remastered first, and this is a bit of a continuation on that. It does note PC-optimized graphics. Enjoy a variety of graphics quality options to tailor to a wide range of devices, unlocked frame rates, and support for other technologies, including performance-boosting NVIDIA DLSS 3 and NVIDIA DLSS 2, image quality enhancing NVIDIA DLAA, and latency reducing NVIDIA Reflex. Upscaling technologies, AMD FSR 2.1, Intel XeSS, and IGTI are also supported. Ray trace reflections and shadows. See the city come to life with stunning ray trace reflection and ray trace shadow options with a variety of quality modes to choose from. Ultra-wide monitor support. Take in the cinematic sights of Marvel's New York with support for a range of screen setups including 16:9, 16:10, 21:9, 32:9, and 48:9 resolutions. 48:9 resolutions with triple monitor setups are compatible with NVIDIA Surround or AMD Eyefinity. Control and customization options will be available as well. Feel what it's like to play as Spider-Man through immersive haptic feedback and dynamic trigger effects using a DualSense controller. That is the PlayStation 5 controller, so if you have that, you can wire it in with a USB connection and enjoy full mouse and keyboard support with various customizable control options. Compatible PC required and compatible PC and display device required as far as that's concerned. And like Sony always does, we got system requirements, baby, and we got 5-tier of system requirements. That is the typical Sony MO when it comes to PC titles, 5-tier of system requirements, and let's get other developers on that grind because this should be common practice when it comes to PC games. It would be fantastic if this was a regular thing across all titles, but minimum will be 720 at 30 frames per second. That's very low settings. That'll be a GTX 950 or an AMD equivalent or an Intel Core i3 4160 or AMD equivalent and 8 gigs of RAM. Recommended, that's 1080p at 60 frames per second, 1080p 60 FPS at medium settings, GTX 1060 or an RX 580. Then for the CPU, you're looking at an Intel Core i5 4670 or an AMD Ryzen 5 1600. And 16 gigabytes of RAM will be recommended. Very high will be 4K at 60 frames per second. That's very high graphics preset, RTX 3070, or an AMD RX 6800 XT. So pushing quite a bit there, and then an Intel Core i5 11400, or an AMD Ryzen 5 3600 and 16 gigabytes of RAM for very high as well. Now let's get to ray tracing. Amazing ray tracing. This is 1440p at 60 frames per second, or 4K at 30 FPS. This is high ray tracing at high as well. RTX 3070, RX 6900 XT. You're looking at and an i5 11600K, or an AMD Ryzen 7 3700X, and for amazing ray tracing, you're talking 16 gigabytes of RAM as well. And then we're going all in with this one. Ultimate ray tracing, 4K at 60 frames per second. This is high ray tracing, very high settings, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080 or an AMD Radeon RX 6950 XT, an i7 2700K or an AMD Ryzen 9 5900X, and here's the kicker, 32 gigabytes of RAM. So I think a lot of people are going to be X'd out of that tier just based on the RAM requirement and even the CPU requirement. I don't meet the CPU criteria or the RAM criteria, so I'll be chilling with my RTX 3080 with, ray tracing really does nothing for me, so I probably would prefer like a 1440p super high frame rate. I have a 144 hertz monitor, so that's probably what I'm going to settle for. But yeah, Miles Morales is what it is. Is it an essential experience of the Spider-Man, like the Spider-Man gaming universe? Yeah, I would probably say so. I mean, it's gonna be parlayed into Spider-Man 2, which hopefully will ultimately be coming to PC as well, at least not for a year after its initial release on PlayStation 5 in 2023. But is it a game, I would say, Miles Morales that is, that you should drop $50 for? I don't know about that one. I would have to think that eventually, like, Sony's gonna put out a bundle where you can buy both of them for, like, the $70 that we got it for on the PlayStation, but, that remains to be seen. Hopefully, we'll get that here soon, but, yeah, they definitely want that $60 from Spider-Man. They definitely want that $50 from Miles Morales. And look, a lot of people are going to buy Miles Morales. Like, Spider-Man's a hot property, and, like, Spider-Man didn't sell as well as God of War, I believe, on PC. I believe it fell just short, but you're talking about a $10 differential in price point between God of War and Spider-Man as well. So they probably made more revenue, and ultimately will make more revenue off Spider-Man than they did with God of War, and it's really going to be, how far can they push these price points. Obviously, with Miles Morales, they couldn't go above $50 because, like, bro, you can't be pricing the games higher than the launch prices of the console versions of the game. Like, I guess they kind of did that with Spider-Man Remastered, but Spider-Man Remastered is not available as a standalone purchase. Like, you can kind of make the argument, hey, that game was essentially $20 with Miles Morales, Ultimate Edition being $20 more, but they never sold it standalone, so you really, that's a special circumstance there. But nonetheless, there is all the information on Miles Morales. Excited for the release on PC. Definitely one I'm not going to be checking out day one. Just is what it is. But, seeing the PC library for PlayStation games continue to expand is great. And we got Sackboy at the end of this month. Miles Morales, and Uncharted at the end of this month as well. Uncharted is just less than a week away, so very excited for that as well. So a lot of cool stuff coming here. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below as always, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.